Awesome. So if any questions you just want to talk to me, you can just send it to host and panelists and I can see your questions straight away. Cool. So let's get straight into it right now. So um lastly, we recommend some trades as well. And can someone tell in the chat box what trade do we recommend? And let me just see. I'll go share my screen. Cool. So that's kind of what happened. So let's get straight into it right now. Um, you can see we're gonna start from whenever we do anything, we want to start from this US 500 just to see how everything is going. So as I said before, and I'll say it one more time. So you can see no matter what happened to the economy, whether is this is the internet bubble in 2000, where a lot of people are sending death threats to Warren Buffett, asking him, why is nothing to buy? Why you're not buying anything? Why you're not buying technology stocks? Because the stock has been going up nicely. The Microsoft, all of that going on very, very nicely. This is in 1999, 1999, and 1999, 1998, 1997, all of that, people is criticizing Warren Buffett big time. Why you're not getting into technology stocks? And then finally, um, in 2000, there's an internet bubble kind of coming in really nicely, just right there. Everything just coming down like that, and then it went down really nicely. Went up. So yeah, it went up again in 2008. So the reason why he's not getting into it is just because the valuation of a lot of the technology stocks is really, really high. Yeah, the valuation is super high. A lot of these PE or a lot of these technology stocks get more than 100. Yeah, it's crazy. So it went down eventually, and then everything goes up really nicely again. This is what's that called? This is the financial eight 2008 financial crisis. This is the corona crisis. This is the inflation crisis. And then we have a tariff kind of crisis just 3 months late, 2 months ago, 2 to 3 months ago. And then now again, we are at all-time high already. So learning how to trade and invest in stocks is such a powerful skill. So I want to say congratulations to a lot of students who decided, you want to be really, really good at this. So well done on that. Yeah, we have Leo, we have a lot of students, we spoke to this week, which has been really, really incredible. So well done for all of that who got accepted. Cool. Now, and yeah, so what happened right now with the stock market right now, you can see everything is at all-time high. Yeah, everything is at all-time high. Hence, even last week, we kind of recommend to since last week, we kind of recommend to short some trades. Okay, that means we didn't actually recommend to buy any stocks. So you can see last week the stock market actually since 2 weeks ago it's actually just going sideways, really not going anywhere. Yeah, just going sideways just because we have reached kind of all-time high already. Yeah, cool. So let's go to our analysis kind of one by one, just so that you absolutely nail it. So step one, whenever you do anything, you want to draw this, you go to weekly time frame and draw a trend line. We talk about the three criterias you need to draw a trend line, which is a lot of touches, wider time frame, and less steep. And then you want to draw a support line just on step number three. So this is on the week two kind of training. So that means that the best time to actually go all in is when they actually come back all the way down here. Yeah. So it really depends on the discipline, depends on your patience to wait for it to come all the way there. Um, and then you do step number five, which is where you put some investment indicator on. Out of so many, Bollinger Band is quite nice. So you can see here, just outside of the band. So you just pulling back. Whenever it's outside of the band, it tends to pull back. You can see when it's outside of the band, it tends to pull back in really nicely. Yeah. So that's kind of what most likely gonna happen there. So that's just based on normal, our like 5% of what we use for technical analysis. A lot of other people they spend 100% of their time on this technical analysis. So that's not what we're gonna do here. So once we've done that, because we have more important things to cover, once we've done that, we go to my website. It's a very, very simple website, but it loads super fast. So let's have a look. But it's a really, really powerful website. It's kind of got almost everything you need. So you click on one, you click on two, you click on like what's that? Three, and then you click on an AIM, and you click on this four. Very, very quickly, just have a look. You see, we are still in an extreme greed situation at the moment. Yeah, extreme greed situation. You can see historically when we are at extreme greed, kind of what happened to the stock market. Like for example, the last time we were in extreme greed is probably okay, let me just make it bigger so you can see. Yep. So last time we were in an extreme greed situation is actually in 4th of March, and we've got one in 26th of December, and then we got 24th of July. So that in the chat box just right here. When you're in this extreme greed situation, when everyone is getting greedy, everyone is be like, Raven, everyone is making money, my neighbor is making money, and stuff like that. The taxi driver is making money. Everyone is making money. Everyone's get really, really greedy at this moment. So tell me at this moment on the 24th of July, 2023, that in the chat box, would you buy or would you sell? Just real quick for me. When everyone is getting really, really impatient, this is the time when people start getting impatient. This is the time where people start sending death threats to like Warren Buffett and stuff like that, to all these hedge funds, just because they'll be like, wow, everyone is, everyone's going crazy. Everyone's so greedy. Why are you not doing anything, and stuff like that. People are rushing. People's getting impatient. 24th of July, should you buy or should you sell? 2023. So let's have a look. So 2020, 23, 24th of July will just be 24th of July. Yeah, would just be around here. So that means that okay, first day it went up, second day it went up, third day it went up, fourth day it went up. Like it goes sideways like that. And then finally it just be 2 to 3 weeks time. It's not gonna be immediate, but and then 2 to 3 weeks time, everything just come down really, really nicely like that. Yeah? Everything just come down really, really nicely like that. Cool. Yeah, everything just come out really nicely like that. Yeah, but not at all extreme feet greed things is gonna come down like that. It's not gonna come down straight away. It's not gonna be like a rocket. Today extreme greed, tomorrow comes down. It's not really like that. Yeah, stock market is not really like a rocket where you want tomorrow, one next second it comes down, it just comes down like that. No, stock market is about probability game. It's really about yes, we know that it's gonna come down eventually, but it's just a matter of time. Yeah. We've got Alvin say so, Christine say so well done, Theo well long time, Kim well long time, Ninjala we have say Christine Musta Suki very very good. It says do with guidance Chang congratulations and Chi Hang we have Stans as well. We got Leo well done. We have Claire, we have Pooh, we have Mel, we have Rana say Sel Sanj, we have Sean, we have Anna. Well, congratulations on that. So job here. We have Michael, we have Guba, we have G, we have Harsh, we have Chris. Cool, awesome. So yeah, absolutely right. So it's not gonna come down eventually. It's not gonna come down straight away, but it's gonna come down eventually. And shorting trades is actually not the easiest way to make money in the stock market. Because as I show you, stock market eventually go up big time. So shorting trade is not the easiest way to make money unless you do your week four videos, week four homework really, really carefully. You really go through the guidance and you find that the stock actually went down big time in terms of earning guidance on week four. And then you can kind of short them. And even if you short them, you want to use like 10% of your money, then and you want to prepare that you're gonna lose the money when you kind of shorting something. When it comes to buying something, however, you can almost, there's a lot of chances you're gonna get it very, very right because it's always easier to make money buying stocks than selling stocks. Yeah, it's easier like that. Um, cool. So let's go to the next thing right now. So yeah, so that's kind of what happened in July time. You can see it doesn't just come down straight away in July, 3rd of July, 16th of June. So it's been hovering that since for a month time, you know. It's hovering that for a month time. You can see before the crash kind of coming in like that. Yeah, it's on top like that for a month time. So it's just to say that it's just gonna be a bit careful. Be patient a little bit. It's not gonna come down straight away. It might just hovering that for a bit before it comes down really nicely. This is on 8th of November 2021. Similar here. Would you buy stock or would you sell stock on 8th of November 2021? Let's say you wake up one day, you realize that today is 8th of November 2021. Would you have bought stock? Would you have sell stock? You know, 8th of November 2021, when the greed is quite high here. We are 74. So let's have a look. 8th of November 2021. Just to show you the pattern so you kind of get a clue of it, how the stock market kind of works. So you will see that's where we are, 8th of November 2021. If you got it right, so well done. So you can see things go up really nicely, and then for 1 month it literally just goes sideways like that. So the most patient one actually, this is a time where you'll be like, maybe I can buy, maybe I can, it's fine, it's gonna continue. Like this is, let me show you the hindsight. Yeah, you'll be like, oh, it's fine, maybe it's gonna continue to go up, it's fine, it's gonna continue to go up since it's go up really nicely. You draw your trend line, some very, very steep kind of trend line. You'll be like, oh wow, okay. And eventually, it just came down like that. And it doesn't come down straight away. It takes time for it to come down. So this is why in to get good at trading and investing, I said it so many times, being patient is really important. Yeah. It's being patient. It's not about chasing after the fish. We just talk about it today. It's about waiting for the fish to come. Yeah, it's not about chasing after the fish. Um, but you have to do everything to master the skill so that you know how to set, your strategy. Mm, cool. So next one. And the list goes go and so on. And so we are just here right here. It's very, very similar to where we were kind of before as well. So what happened kind of here? So 4th of March, we have a turn kind of there going on. Yeah. So you can see it's a lot easier to kind of make money when we are at almost at this stage of the economy. Let me show you. Okay, so if we are at this stage of the economy, kind of finding things to short is kind of like, which is what we are, is okay, but you have to use a very, very like 10%, 20% of your capital, and you have to pretend that, you have to you have to pretend, because shorting can be a very dangerous thing, but you have to pretend that it's a good mindset. It's a good mindset that pretend that you're going to lose that money. It's a very good mindset. Um, even though you be like, what? It's crazy. But it's nice to have that. It's nice to it's nice to it's a very powerful mindset. This is a wealth psychology. It's really powerful when you I don't know, when you meet someone, you already realize that you're gonna lose them straight away. So it's like you met a relationship, you met your wife, you met your husband, you'll be like, I might lose them eventually. So you treasure it a lot more. So you don't have this mindset to think that you're gonna be forever, until you die. Like obviously you want it to be until you die. But it's nice to have this mindset, especially in trading and investing. I find that really, really powerful so that you don't do, you know, um crazy stuff. Anyway, coming back. So yeah, so the best time to buy, the easiest way to make money, as you can see, is whenever we are in this extreme extreme fields, how you can see almost all the time we just make a lot of money, kind of like that, whenever we are kind of at the bottom, just right there. Yeah, cool. So that's kind of what happened just right here. So let's go back here right now. We are at here. So we're saying that, okay, maybe a correction is coming in. So we are still looking for trades to kind of short, or whether it's in practice and stuff like that. So we are just right there. Okay. And Warren Buffett doesn't actually make his money by shorting companies. Okay. He doesn't make his money like that. He literally make a lot of his money. He'll just buy 5 companies and he becomes the richest person in the world, just doing 5 things. So what I'm trying to say here is that you a lot of our students able to quit that job. A lot of our students able to live the lifestyle that you want by experiencing. Just write that down. A lot of students really enjoy the life that they want, really by experiencing 2 to 3 extreme fears. Just experience by 2 to 3 extreme fears, our students really do the things that they want to do. Yeah. So it's not about a lot of people ask, oh, Raymond, how long, how long, how long? I'm gonna tell you right now, if you can experience 2 to 3 extreme fears, this is where a lot of our students start to have testimonies like never before. It starts to see results like never before. Yeah, 2 to 3 extreme fears. This is it. Because I keep trying to find out the answers. How come some students able to be so successful? I just realized that because they have experienced 2 to 3 extreme fears, they make use of that. Okay, they make use of that. So 2 to 3 extreme fears, and they go all in at that moment. What stocks to buy? We talked about it a few weeks ago. What stocks to get on, but on the um one-to-one session, we'll tell you what stocks to buy as well. There's a very huge topic, but to make it clear, you want to buy something that's very, very high growth. Yeah, during extreme fear time, you don't want to get into um you don't want to get into energy at the moment. You don't want to get into like something that doesn't even move, like some defensive stocks during extreme fear time. Not really. You want to get something that's gonna move big time. Yeah. Anyway, coming back, I want to talk about what are you talking about? Okay, our step two now is just look at open insider real quick. You see part of step one, but just look at this real quick. I think okay, there's no crossing over yet. When it's crossover, as I showed you before, it's really a good time to buy stocks. Like the last time we have a crossover, probably 28th of April. Then in the chat box, would you buy or sell on the 28th of April? Yeah. We also have a crossover. Um When do we have a crossover? Let's see. So there's no cross or crossover. So there's some crossover kind of here properly, 30th of October time, 2023. Yeah. So that's why we have the crossover. So using our really, really powerful strategy like never seen before, 28th of April will just be, you know, just be around there. Okay, just be around there. And this is the open insider cross. There's kind of a chance that no matter what you do, you kind of have to put some positions in. And then the next one that we kind of have the cross is kind of at 2023 kind of. Oh yeah, it's kind of like kind of the bottom just right there. Yeah, it's kind of the bottom of here, and then we have a bottom kind of right there as well. Yeah, so just waiting for the cross if you really want to get in as well. Similarly, if someone wants to change their life big time, they just wait for 2 to 3 cross, and that's about it. They can make use of this one cross. Essentially, you just need one cross, but just to let you know. So same thing here. NAIM report. What is hedge funds is doing? So we're just gonna be there like that. The bottoms will be a good time to kind of buy. Same here. The bottom just right there. And the bottom just right there. So you're just waiting for the bottom to kind of come there. That would be a good time to buy. Selling though. Selling, you can see every time we are kind of at the top there, it tends to correct a little bit. Top there, it tends to correct, come down a little bit. You can see the coming down is not as massive as the one that's going up. Yeah, it's not as massive as the ones that's going up. So we are kind of here. So correction is also kind of like, slowly and happening. Cool, that's NAIM. Now let's look at valuation. You can see we are a little bit overvalued at the moment. Stocks are a bit overvalued, means a bit expensive at the moment. So we talked about last week. We want to be at least 10% or 20% to kind of go all in to kind of buy. When it comes to 10%, you can start to get ready to buy. If I choose 5 years, you can see every time it's 10%, you can kind of get ready to kind of buy there. Cool. Now let's look at when is it though. People is asking when, Raven, when is gonna happen. So we have our step two, seasonality. A lot of our students been doing really, really well just based on seasonality alone. Really, really powerful historical rhythm strategy. When I first realized the strategy, I realized it by experience. I trade for so many years. I always see back tests all the time. I was like, every single time I went on holiday summer, this is what happened to the stock market. Every single time during winter, this is what happened to the stock market. I was like, what's going on here? It was like the stock market always do the same thing. And I was like, it's like every time you woke up during December time, you see snow, you'll be like, wow, what's going on? And every year you see that you get curious. And hence this is why on our website we put a really nice graph just right there. So you see in May, June, July, you can see kind of like the second week of July, we kind of have a kind of pullback going on just in the middle of July, which is almost where we are kind of like right now. Just a bit of pullback till probably all the way till for a month probably. Yeah, like a double top just before a month like that. And then there's a really nice bottom just end of September just right there. Yeah. So yeah, so we might have at least one more kind of extreme field kind of coming in. So this is the time you really want to make use of it. Yeah. You want to have your one-to-one kind of session ready just before that. So you can kind of get ready on that. Yeah. Cool. So that's kind of what happens as well. So we don't just have to wait like that on our training. Last week we recommend some traits. Down in the chat box, what do we recommend? Let's have a look. Why WB never show? Did WB? What's WB? Okay, let's have a look. Anna, would you say that do not short stocks even though it's on the watch list? Um, If you really want to short, you can use your eToro platform, leverage of two, maximum three. But when you short it, you have to pretend that, when I put this money in, I have to pretend that I'm gonna let that go. Like that. Okay? So exit the market stage, use only 10% capital to short. Abu is asking, would it be a good idea to exit the market at this stage and use what? And use 10% of the capital. Now, Abu, if you have any leverage stocks going on, if you have any tricky stocks that's going on right now, as I said, if you are stock market eventually is gonna go up big time. For personally what I'm doing, um, now, stock market eventually is going to go up big time no matter what happened because 1 year time, a few months time, you look back, you'll be like, it's fine. Things always go back up higher and higher. I show you the graphs. So eventually it's going to go higher and higher. So that means that if you own any index, you don't have to sell them. You don't have to sell any of your index if you already own them. Okay. If you haven't bought them, then it's a different story. You wouldn't be buying them right now just because the stock is at all-time high. You just saw it. But if you own some leverage stocks, like you use CFD, you use spread betting, you've been buying on leverage, definitely you can take your position on week two video. We show you the graphs. Let me just show you the graphs one more time. Where's the graph? Probably just here. Yeah, we show you the graphs. The millionaire emotion rule book, very important, you know. And when you are feeling very panicked, this is where you're supposed to go all in. This is where you can use leverage. This is when you're at the bottom. But when you're at the top, just right there, extreme greed, you can take your profit on the leverage stocks. You can never sell your index. You may use 20% of your capital to short the market, 10 to 20%. Yeah and not more than 8x leverage. Yeah. On eToro, only after you read the earning transcript going down big time, you may sell individual stocks if the earning transcript is bad or decline more on this later. Literally. Yeah, literally. So last week we recommend three stocks. Can someone tell in the chat box which three stocks did we recommend? You're right, Sean. Warren Buffett never actually short any stocks. He tried to short stocks initially, and he just realized that it's not a very good game because stocks eventually go up big time. You know, yeah, things always eventually go up big time. Cool. The three stocks that we recommend. Tell me the three stocks that we recommend. If we have bought them, if we have sold them, would we have made money or not? Can I keep buying this week and keep on making slowly only a real Mel? Absolutely not. Um, slowly on it on real. Mel, absolutely not. Mel, you don't want to send me a text, Mel. Yeah. Now, because everyone has a very different situation, they have different buying and selling. They have different portfolios. Some people trade already, some people haven't. So just send me a text and we can see what we can do. Yeah. Yeah. So Mel, I just told you when's the best time to buy stocks, and you still ask me, should I buy stock today? That's crazy. But I love your questions. I really love your questions. So, we recommend three stocks. Last week, we do the homework together, three stocks. Tell me if you have short these three stocks, would you have make money or lose money? Down the chat box for me. Yeah, three stocks. We done it last week. If you have done it, would you have lose money? Would you have make money? Let's have a look. Uh, so who recommend these three stocks? Who did the homework well? Down in chat box as well, so we know who actually did it as well. Because we want to say you are doing, however, by looking at what we did. Cool. Would you make money? Would you lose money? Let's have a look. So I am going to go to. Cool. So this is like 6 days ago. This is like a week ago. You can see 6 days ago. Okay, this is a recording. You can see that the recording just right here. We go through some trades. We go through some trades. And at the end of the day, this is a trade we recommend. Again, you see, this is a recording 6 days ago. I didn't just make it like that. Was last week that we do it together. So we do it on Molina, we do it on Franklin Covey, we do it on General Mill. So the first one, which is here, the first one we recommend to short because EPS dropped from 24 to 21. So whoever did the homework, I want to say so well done to you. But let's have a look first. Click Molina. So. Um, where are we? So, so last week was what? Tuesday, isn't it? So Tuesday was just what? Friday. Where's Tuesday? Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday is just right there. So if you have done it last week, would you have make money or would you have lose money? Type in the chat box for me, please. Would you have make money or would you have lost a lot of money if we have shorted last week when we like recommend using our powerful strategy that you never, never, never learn it. And um, this is it. This is where you know, literally no exaggeration. These some of these strategies that we're actually going through right now, you literally will not learn it anywhere else. All the stock market is going up big time. You saw it just now, and things is going up big time. But it's just specifically the stocks that we look at actually coming down. That's just insane. That's just crazy. Where I personally spend so much of my money and time literally learning. Some of them I have to invent myself. Like I've learned a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit here from everyone. I have to sit down one day and let my brain do the turning and then combine everything together. That's literally what I literally have to do. So like you know, same thing with Warren Buffett, or many top traders. They didn't just they learn from mentors, but they didn't get just one mentor and then they just copy like that. Warren Buffett literally have to sit down together to grab what he learned from Benjamin Graham, what he learned from what is this guy's name? Phil Fisher, who he learns from Charlie Munger, he learns from Bill Gates. He have to combine everything together into his brain. So he makes it what happen. So this is literally what I have to do. I have to sit down to one day and be really frustrated. This is like 5, 10 years ago. Be really frustrated and come up with a strategy. And finally, the strategy is so powerful. So you're learning strategies that people actually pay £500,000, more than £500,000 for by just learning one single strategy that I'm just teaching you just right here. Yeah. So really powerful stuff. That's Molina. If you showed it, you have made some money. Well done. And whoever found this company, I want to say well done to you. You're using the strategy very, very powerfully and correctly because you see the result yourself. Next one, Franklin Covey. So, okay, let's talk about why do we short this short because EPS dropped from 24 to 21.5. If I have a chance, I'll look at the chart later on. Let me see. Let me look at the chart right now. Let me have a look if I can find it. Obviously, it might be difficult to find because I don't even know who would recommend this anymore. Um, who recommend this? Can you type in the chat box real quick for me? So I want to say well done to you, whoever um come up with this. You're doing so powerfully well. I'm going to tell you something. Most of the time, the people who recommend it, they're on the apprenticeship training. I don't know why. It's just the more students invested, the more powerful result they get. It's just, this is what happened. I can't even remember the name anymore. But anyway, so let me see. Who did this, by the way? There's so many people who did it last week, but now I don't remember one name. There's 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 a good news. We got Frank, we got Constella. Where's Molina? Very good. Suki, you're doing so well. Mm, oh yeah, this one. Coming. We are so powerful. You're so good. Let's have a look. Yeah. So let me see why students recommend this. This is 7 or 7, July 7 or 7. Okay. So let's see because success leaves clues. So it's nice to see one more time. So you can see EPS 19, 20, 20, 20, 23. Stock went up and then 23, 23.5, 23.5, 24, 24, and suddenly jumped to 21. So it's never really happened before where the EPS literally jumped, even revenue was cut down to 22, while the EPS jumped from 24 to 21. Like never happened before. You know, usually we just 23, we just 23, we just 24, 23. Never really dropped like that. It dropped like that. Yeah. If you have anyone who is new, write that down. Your company, the stock that what you do, the stock whether it's gonna go up or come down, it literally depends on how much the money. It literally depends on the performance of the company, how much they make and how much they not make. It's not about the rumors or anything. It depends on the performance of the business of the stock. Yeah, it's very straightforward, but most people do it the other way around. Most people are trying to draw a trend line, trying to draw a support line, trying to figure out what the stock is going to happen, and they ask themselves why they don't do well by drawing these trend line, support line indicators instead of um treating what? Instead of treating companies like you're buying a small farm, like you're buying a small business. Anyway, coming back. So that's what happened. Be back say well done. Make money, recommend Twitch, golden trades, Mario, if we show you make money. Well done, come. You're doing so well. Congratulations. Mustaq, well done. We have Abu, we have Jay, we have Claire, we have Neil, we have Sean, we have Mohammed, we have Sim. Well done. Cool. The next one we have Franklin Covey. So how do you find this? People will be like, oh Raven, how do you come? How do you come? How do I find this? Yes, last week I spent probably 15 to 20 minutes, if you remember, go through the market screener, and we just go through one by one like that, you know? So name of the stock, you go to investor and you do it one by one. You go, name of the stock, you go to investor, you do it one by one. Not too difficult. Let me show you again how to do it. It's crazy. This on the week 4 video. Obviously if you are new, you probably have no idea what we're on about. Apprentices, it's very easy for you because we do that all the time. So I think we click on profit warnings, and then we just go on all countries. We just want to North America countries and nothing else. Um, we look at healthcare decline after Molina profit warning. Okay, it's very clear. 7th of July, Molina profit warning. Actually, all of this comes down. Molina comes down. RSI comes down. AXT comes down. Konagar comes down. Inmood comes down. United. All of these chances are paychecks, Fuller. All of this actually come down. Chances are. Okay. Um. Yeah, so it's very simple. It's not tricky stuff. Why most people don't do it because they didn't invest enough, so they don't want to do the homework. they're just chilling. Yeah, they're just chilling. So the more we give, the more we get big time. Let's look at the next one. Um, what's the next one? Cool. The next one is Franklin Covey. Franklin Covey is not very big. Look, it's not too big. If I show the graph, let's see how we found that. I think Suki draw it. Franklin Covey is here. It's not too big. You can see it literally changed from 275 to 265. The revenue drop is very little. The EBITDA from 30 to 28 is only 2 million less. So it's not as big as what we saw on the other one. But, you know, but let's see what happened. Franklin Covey. Cool. So you can see this as well. We recommend when? Tuesday. When is Tuesday? Tuesday is kind of here. You can get in a lot faster, obviously. I mean, a lot quicker. Because if you do the homework, you can click your button straight away without waiting for us to discuss it. So yeah, it went down really, really nicely, powerfully as well. So if you have done it last week, would you have make money? Would you lost money? Um, you'll make money because you it did went down. Yeah. So that is um for what? There's Franklin, the general mail. If you have done general mail, would you have lose money? Would you have make money? Let's have a look. Down in the chat box, do you think we're gonna make money? We're gonna lose money on general mail? So let's see what do we talk about general mail. Our beautiful, beautiful students. General mail here. Why do we talk about this? Um, Success leaves clues, so you have to study a little bit so you can see again using our strategy. Down 10 to 15%, down 8 to 7%, down 3 to 1%, down 1%. So because you know it's down from 1, 3, 8 to 10 to 15. So 2% more. So you'll be like, you wouldn't buy this basically. Yeah, so we short this. Let's see if you make money or not. We never know. Let's have a look. So if you have done this as well, this is real money, real trades. A lot of our students did make a lot of money on that, screaming with profits. This is Tuesday, and it did went down kind of a little bit, but slowly like that. At least it didn't go up. Yeah. So you should make money like that as well. So well done. A lot of you have done really, really well. So some people will be like, oh, Raven, am I too late? Like, am I too late? Am I too late? Yes, you are too late, obviously, because if you do the homework, you should have got on this trade on that day, 6th of 25th. What's that? 6th or 25th. That's like 25th of June. You should have done it then rather than, now. Obviously, our strategies are so beautiful that even though you got in late, our strategy, you can actually hold it for 2 to 3 months' time. So you check the seasonality, write it down, you check the seasonality to know when to get out. Second, you even you're shorting because it's dangerous, so you probably want to get out before the next earnings comes in, and the next earnings normally every 3 months it comes with the earnings. So just before that, you want to run, you know, just run. So that's what happened. So today we're gonna go through the same thing again. Some people are like, Raven, this is really, really hard, difficult, boring, and stuff like that. Yes, when you drive car, it's supposed to be boring. As I say many times, when you first drive the car, you're very excited. But when it comes to driving the car all the time, you'll be like, what is this? You can even eat in the car. You can even listen to music in the car. You can do so many things in the car. It's supposed to be boring, but boring is what makes money. Anyway, let's come back now. Some people might not get it, but we are gonna go through now. If you have done the homework, you can just send me hosts and panelists so we can see your homework. We're gonna do the same thing again right now. We're gonna find some trades to short. If you can find it, we found it. If you can't find it, then we can't find it. That's fine. We are not rushing on anything. Okay? Because because we're not rushing on anything. Anyway, so there's no point to rush because when we rush, we're trying to find something that's even though it's not good, we rush to do it like that. So what's the point? So the first one we're gonna look at is going to be like what is it? If you've done your homework, if you want me to look at your homework, just type host and pan and just say me so I can look at your homework. If you don't say it, you just keep your peace forever because I only look at the latest homework. So you either tell me now or you don't. Okay. Now let's get straight into it. Um, Let me see. Um, Delta Airline, these students have done this. I would normally buy Delta Airline because it's 1 to 5, looks quite nice, but correction is about to happen, so then hence we are not doing that. Helen of Troy, this has been in our watch list almost forever. Okay, let's have a look. Six, four, 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 not outlook, 0.5. So it looks like this company is almost to go bankrupt. We might short this Helen. Um, if you don't get it, this is fine. In our one-to-one mentorship, if especially if you're apprenticeship, we're gonna do it in a very powerful way. If you need, if you get accepted. But anyway, let's have a look. So this is a way where if you might not understand, but it's fine. Basically, we are treating a company like a business. If you want to buy, we want the numbers to go up. You want to sell, we want the numbers to go down. As simple as that. If you don't get it, it's absolutely fine. This is why a 2-year-old, needs some help to swim. Anyway, 6 to 4, and then to 4, and then not providing anything, and then to 0. That's crazy. 0 is a crazy number. So you should have short it on July 10th, you know, potentially July 10th because it went down to 0.56 from 4. So those are these companies going crazy now. Helen of Troy. So, um, if you have done the homework, you should have shorted it since 10th of July. If you go to market screener, can you see Hannah have done 10th of July? Probably not. Anyway, so 10th of July, where is it? Let's see here. Today is 10th of July is here. 11th of July, let's pretend. Today's 15th of July. So it's been going down like that. Some people be like, everyone, can we still short it? Let's have a look though. So we are here now. So where's the lowest? The lowest price. Wow, it's crazy. Well, probably at the lowest. Is it gonna go to 0? Is there a way to go to 0? 0 is here. Wow, what happened to this company? Yeah, you have to read the guidance a little bit, but this definitely looks like a short. You need to read it in a full way to see what actually is happening in here. Helen of Troy. Let's put on watch this just a bit. Ooh, what's going on? Helen, Troy. Short because see you Mustard 11 short because EPS dropped from what? Let's see though. I think from 4 to 0.56. 4 to 0.56. So need to read the transcript and everything properly. So now how do I know whether a stock is going to go bankrupt, go to 0? So one of the very nice way to do it is to see how much capital, how much money the company has. So sometimes even though the stock goes to 0, sometimes if you sell the whole company, they still have machinery, still have cars, they still have buildings. So maybe they will still sell more than what it's worth. So how do we know that? So just go on, let's see, Helen of Troy, historical P/E ratio. So let's go to book value. Knowing the book value is quite nice. It's the book value per share. So, so look, okay. Book value means how much the company is actually worth. So it looks like the book values is quite high a little bit there. So, yep, it's getting kind of cheaper and cheaper every day as it comes. Okay, interesting. Interesting. We used to have WeWork. WeWork used to be like that as well. What happened? WeWork stock price. I think just go to zero. Did it go to zero WeWork? Let's see. 0.6. Okay. Yep, 0.6 like that. Okay. Interesting. Didn't go to zero, but almost there. Yeah. On WeWork, some time ago, a lot of our students shorted it. And WeWork, they use the word on the in their transcript. They are the management is wondering if the business is going to continue or not. You know, so they use a very very strong word to say that they're not sure whether the business is actually going to continue for WeWork. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's go to the next one. Konaga brand, we did it already. Long time. 10th of July, we did it again. Okay, let's look at Konaga brand. So it used to be 2.45 and then it goes to 2.35. And then it looks like it goes to 1.7 again. So it looks like it's dropping again. Is it true? April, we've been shorting that, no? I think it's on the watch list already. And then it's dropped more. Konaga brands. Okay, let's just put it on as well. Konaga brands. Brands of food, let's see. Brands, okay. Short because the EPS dropped from what's the name? Like 2.35 to 1.7. 2.35 to 1.7. Okay, if you have shorted it on 10th of July when you did that homework, you would have got in this trade faster than anyone else, which is just, yeah, which is just there. A lot of chances. Next one. Um, what's the next one? We've got AZZ, April 5.5.5 into 5.7. This is normally it's a buy, but it's not very huge. And then we have Penguin Solution, 1.6, 1.8 is a good buy as well, but it's not very good. Cool, awesome. Who else done it? Let me look at the chat box right now. Who is it? Abu is asking when you should whether would it be right to say your TP will be based on your TL or your support. You will take profit. Take profit can be a time, Abu. So you look at a season, you see when it's gonna go down until, and then probably a few days before you just get out of the trade. Uh, what is this? That one starting with JP. Okay, let's have a look. Shown homework. Awesome. I like that. Guidance second expect this in total. So let's see from what number. From 764 to 769. That's good, but the numbers is not a lot for us to be buying or selling. Well done for doing the homework. You're doing really well. Remember to save your time just to see if the difference is big. If the difference is not big, just go to the next one straight away. You don't have to plot a lot of this, but I love that you're plotting a lot of this. Is a very, very good job. But you just have to see if the difference is big. If the difference is big, you start to do everything. If the difference is not big, you don't have to do everything. This one, 5/22. This is in May. It's a bit, I think I know what you're doing. I think I know what you're doing. You are trying to find the one with the high growth. Okay, that's very good. That's really good. Yeah. So this is one of those things, Seagate Technology, I think they have 30% growth. So if you look at it, it's from 2.25 quarter four to here, 1.7. So it increased more than 30%. So normally these are the stocks you will be buying during extreme fear time by putting onto the watch list. Yeah, awesome. So the next one, there's so many things going on here. Our X sites. So let's see these numbers real quick. So green is 139, now is 120, 140, 185, 160, 120. So this looks as going down as well. Our X site, let's see. Oops. Yeah. It looks like it's an all-time low already. It's even lower than what it's got in the past. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a really, really good shorts as well. If you have shorted it, okay, let me just bigger. Okay, quite nice. It's just that it's been down. All right, 7, 6, 6, 2. Cool, well done. Keep it up. What is this? 19 dino trays. Awesome. Then we've got here. What is this? We need the date, by the way. Where's the date? Um, I can't be going to like that. I need to look at the chat box to see who've done it. Then I look at it. I'm going to delete all of that. Let's get Anna. Well done. Let's see. Cool. Nice to have the date there, but let's see what you've done. 11th of June. BASF release figures and adjust outlook. So 7.3, it looks like it's a Euro company. Previous was 8. Okay, it's definitely a short. You can see from 8 to 7.3. But is it big enough? So we have to look at the numbers. So hopefully you say 7.3 here. This is 8. This is 7.9. This is 8. This is 8. This is 8. Okay, let's have a look. So it used to be 4 and then to 8. Obviously, if it is 8, you will expect the stock to go up. So it did went up. Now to 8, so you expect the stock to be very similar. Um, so it's probably very similar. Always 8, very similar. And then 7.98 now is to 7.3. So, yep, normally we would expect this to go down. Um, but our strategies are very beautiful for US stocks. For European stocks, not so much. Yeah, because the same traders like to trade things together. So BASF, let's have a look on the 14. BASF. Yeah. Cool. It's kind of at the support lines as well. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, we just need the US stocks. That's a lot more beautiful. Well done, though. Let's look at the next one. We need the numbers here, but it's okay. Okay, let's read this. 14, I like the date. Update full between that. This is April. Maintain. So it looks like it's changed from 90 to 76. 1 to 0. So it looks like it's dropped. We would normally just short it like that, but we need the graphs to see if it has happened before or not. Yeah, which is this graph. Okay, let's see. So it used to be 59 to 60 to 66. What is this? 66, 69. So it's always increased. And then suddenly to 90 and then to 76. So the stock price shouldn't be lower than whatever this numbers is, July 2nd last year. Okay, so let's see. Simulation plus, let's if we have shorted this, 15. Okay. Potentially, since it's never really dropped like that. But why is the thing so big though? It's dropped to 76. And the last time when we had 76 is around 2024 though. So it just be around there when it's continuing to drop like that. Cool, very interesting. So where's the target for this? Hmm. July, August, a bit of doubt, deep kind of going on. Okay, I like the way you back test it. I can't really see your numbers because like, we don't really have a lot of numbers here. Simulation plus. You need to see what happened with this company. But short because um according to your numbers, 90 to 76. Um Needs to check what is the reason for the drop because the stock dropped a lot already, more than 2024 revenue. What's cool? Well done, Anna. Let's see is there any more. Awesome. We need a graph for this. What is this? Mm. You don't need to include all of that. Well done though. But what we want is just the guidance. So this is all I want. This sentence only. Looks like it's increased a little bit. 3.5 to 4.5, I think. Cool. Awesome. Just do a little bit more. Follow somebody else one. Maybe follow, I don't know, Peng one. So you see how to draw it nicely. But well done. Well done. You're doing well. Keep it up. Or you can just take a screenshot of the market screener and put it on there. Let me see what the next person that we got here. Someone who did the homework will be who? Abu. Where do I find your graph, Abu? Where? Where is your graph? Nil. You can delete somebody else one because how do I know which one is yours though? Tricky, isn't it? What else done it? Let me look. Okay, let's look at the beautiful one. Let's see. I like the date. It's very recent because it's 7 of 11. Cool. Let's have a look. Let's read this. We're up. Trading expect up from a prior 2.2 to 2.6. That's good. We will be buying this usually, but because the stock looks like a correction is coming in, so we just wouldn't be buying it right now. But it's good. I like that. Yeah, this will be normally a buy Central Garden. But we just wouldn't do it now just because it looks like a correction is about to come. You know, awesome. No, it did went out a little bit. 11 is like that. Slowly and gradually, very very beautiful. You're doing it right. Just I wouldn't choose it now just because correction might come. Awesome, that's very beautiful. Now 7:15. Wow, that's even more beautiful. It's very latest. I love that. Now, if you give me this page, I'm quite happy. Yeah. And if you can do the plotting, they will be even more powerful. Yeah. So updates for 2025, let us expect net interest roughly in line. I'm talking about a year. When he reported annual income 47, previously expect a year increase of 1 to 3. So um it's good, but it's not huge. I love that you have all of this going on. Wow, very powerful. What is the smell? You're doing really well. If you're on the apprenticeship training, you'll be even more powerful. Okay, this is cool. Nice. Let's go to the next one. What's that? Oh, this one. Okay, cool. Thank you. Beautiful. Let's see. Result reported. Okay, it looks like these are all reported number. On the guidance, we want guidance. We want the present tense. These are all the past tense. Reported are all the past tense. Ended, these are all past tense. We want the guidance. Okay, you're doing well. Just make sure you want some present tense. You want the one that says what's going to happen next time, not what already happened. Yeah, you're also doing well. Just need to probably rewatch the week 4 video again, just to make sure you don't choose the past tense one. Cool. What is this? E quote. February, August. What date? May. 14th of July. All right, let's have a look on this. A lot of things going on inside. Wow, what's going on here? Let's try our best. Be tricky. A bit difficult to read. You're doing really well. I think you're on a good track. At least you're including what we want. But we just want the guidance as well. Announce second financial result, announce third financial result, announce this is not what we want. We want the guidance. So something that is on the past tense, so on the present tense as well. Yeah. So I think you're doing well. It's just the presentation part, just a bit nicer. It will be so good. Yeah, doing really well. Let me see. Well done, Bobby. Neil. Who is Neil and Brandon? Let me have a look. This one. So, Konaga, we have done Konaga. Well, let me just show you guys how to do it so you guys can see it. Look, these are the present tense when this is a between, when earnings approximately, organic sales. These are all in the present tense, okay? Not really past expects. Can you see? You use the word expects. That's what I want, yeah? You are giving me a lot of things that's already reported. Yeah. New students will normally give me something that's really already gone. Reported numbers, announced, all of that. Those are a bit gone. We want the guidance, we want the whispers, we want the fortune teller. Something that hasn't happened yet. So who else? Let me have a look. Who else? Let me see. NXP Semiconductor. This is what? 428. Hmm. What is Flutter Entertainment? Let's read it together. Yeah. First, you put a screenshot of this. You're very clear. Put a screenshot of market screener so we can read this a little bit. Revises were raised by forecast slash by 10. Analysts affirm this is like a sport company, so we know what company this is. That's a scope. So let's read it properly. This looks like it's not in the it's not a US company. But on the other hand, the EPS forecast was slashed by 11 to 5.7. So let's go through this. It would be nice for you to have the numbers here. Hmm. You also want to be plotting me a guidance instead of this. Revenue estimate would raise 4 and 10% fall. On the other hand, EPS. So revenue goes up, but the earning per share actually comes down. Acquisition. Okay, this is a very different thing. Acquisition is a bit complicated. Central Garden Lift, we talk about that. It should be a buy, but it's just that we're not doing it now because correction might happen. AZZ, what is this? Full year up from previous. 5.5 to 5.7 is an up, but it's not a lot. Delta Airline we talked about just now is the same. Helen of Troy, we put it on there already. Look, mm, so you put the numbers, so you read this. For those who don't know how to plot it, you read this and you put the numbers. Anticipate a share of 0.45 to 0.6. So you put 0.45 to 0.6 here, 0.45 to 0.6. She did it not very correctly as well. She put the numbers as already reported. Corner of the graph, we done it, but at least she found it, the market screener, so we can see. Progress software, racers guidance. Okay, let's look at this. Let's read this. Outlook racers guidance. It'll be nice to see the number before. Progress software, let's see. Progress software. Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice to see the numbers before. Advanced residence investment. This guy's plotting a dividend inside, which is crazy. Sky Group provide guidance. This is in Hong Kong. Constellation Brands. Confirm. That means there's nothing new. Molina is inside. We done it. Star Mika is not in the US. Japan. Okay, that's fine. Can remove this guy. Uh, well done. But it's just the feedback, Jingyi, is just not guidance. Yeah, the one you plot is not really guidance. Awesome. Next one. Who else? Let me see. Who is Ben? Let's delete this Ben. You can add it later on once you do the homework. Do. Bev, Damini. Okay, let's get Damini. Do. Cool. RSIs, we done it. Chronograph, we done it. Central, we done it. Simulation Plus, we done it. Molini, we done it. Carnival Corporation PLC. Let's look at this. So let's make it bigger. Let's make it even bigger. So what days is this? We need the date 24. Okay, that's a bit old. So let's have a look. Net income up 30%. This is up 40%. So it's an up 6.7, 6.9. So it's an up. Carnival Corporation. This is some time ago. Yep, it went up nicely there, but it's just some time ago. So awesome, awesome. 25th of June. Okay, I think we are all done now. Let me just look at ourselves right now. So let me show you how to do it. So go to Market Screener, go to Companies, and then go to Profit Warnings if you're looking to short. I think all of this is a shorting thing. May issue conservative 2002 guidance below expectation. Okay. Red Robin Gourmet Burger revises guidance. Let's look at these Red Robin burgers. Red guidance second, now expect to decrease 4%. Modestly before. 3 to 4% is the same, so no big deal. Earning flash report. Let's get this. Emote. Chronograph without AXT. I think someone done it just now. Healthcare Molina Bright View. Let's see. Emote. Revenue guidance for the year. Expect 365, 375. Previously 395. So it's a job. Emote Ltd. Do. You should have shorted this since 710. How can some people miss this? Oh, I think because it's an all-time low already. Okay. So you should have shorted this since 10 of July, which is just here. It's been down like that. InMode Ltd. InMode Ltd. Short because revenue from, let's see what they say. But you have to plot and backtest it a little bit, yeah? What? 395 to 365. I'm just gonna copy and paste this thing. Okay, not too difficult. AXT, let's see. Revises guidance for the second quarter. Expect 17 below 20. The preliminary results slower. So 20 to 17. Is it big? Is it small? That's AXT. Mm-mm-mm. Revises 17, previously 20. Because because of the control permits, okay, because of some, it's not re because of their revenue, not because of their sales, because of control permits. So because of tariffs and stuff like that. This one, it would be nice to look at it yourself. Earning flash, FB Financial Corporation, 76. This is the analysts expect to be the 135. So let me show you how to find out when market screener doesn't give anything to you. So normally you would look at the name of the company, which is FB Corporation. You copy this and you type investor, showing you how to do it now. And then you click on that. Mm. And then what do you do? 7/5. This is what we want to go to the presentation to see what they say. Let's see if there's any guidance going on. This is what result. We don't look at the result. What is this? Combine. No guidance here. No guidance. Raven, how do you read so fast? I'm just looking at the word guidance only. Sometimes they might not have it. Let's go to the news. Would they have it in the news? Click this. What? Closer. If they don't, then they don't. Sometimes this is not even US company. What is this? Press release. Okay. Ended. Dun 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 dun. Summary. Sometimes banks don't really do guidance. Mm, okay. Nothing. Let's look at the transcript. Let's go to FB Financial Corporation. Transcript. Remember, we have four places where you can find them. The first one is a press release. The second one is the presentation. The last one is a transcript. Achieve, result, trading, PE, earnings, yes, forecast, outlook, and guidance. Let's see. The guidance is here. For the remainder, projects a net margin, aims to achieve 50% with non-interest. So that's the guidance. And we don't just use one guidance, we need the one previously as well. How do you find the previous guidance in a beautiful way? Hmm. So the transcript normally takes a bit of time to find the guidance because it's especially banks. Banks are a bit complicated because it's banks. So let me just Google and search this number. 3.7. Let's see if we can find the number. 3.7. We expect. This is exactly what I meant. Expect means you're predicting the next time what's going to happen. So this is the guidance. We expect that to be 3.7 to 3.8. What else? 285. Let's see. Put 285 there. Yep, they also expect as a result our banking should land between. That means they're thinking. So the guidance of this bank doesn't come from um press release. It comes from transcript for banks. So let's look at the one the year before just to see a difference. So I'm gonna go through the one before in Q1 because it's Q2, isn't it? So let's do Q1 2025. So let's open it. Okay, this one is here. So we can compare side by side like that. So the outlook, expect 3.3. This is the one before, 3.55 to 3.6. Just loading right now. Loading, taking its time. Oops, just taking its time. I can't remember the number. I think it's 3.55 something. And now, um, interest 3.7, 3.55. So I think it's still an increase. 3.7, 3.55. Okay, let's go back to the stock. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So you just have to plot the how many? You have to plot the 8 quarters up and do it nicely. So we've done the first one now. The first one is 3.7 something, I think, and then 3.55. And you just have to keep plotting it and to see what should we do here. Do you understand? By plotting it to see what happened when it increase or decrease. But it looks like it's increasing. So yeah. So that's how you plot it. You go and find one by one like that. Yeah, really powerful. Cool. So what else? So we've done the bank. Bright View. Let's see. Revises is earning 2.68, previously 2.75. It's a small job. Yeah, so the stock are very similar. Cool, awesome. That's it for now. Take a screenshot. Um, what shall we do if a company doesn't provide any EBITDA? Then you find something else. You find revenue, Mel, you find revenue, you find earnings, you find something else. All right, awesome. Well done. That's it for now. Hope you learned something new. Really, really powerful stuff. So as you say, in order to make money like never before. So those who need help, a lot of these successful students that you see, they're all on the apprenticeship training because this will be handhold you to do the guidance, to do a lot of things have together. It doesn't take a lot of time, you know. And once you nail it, and you print money like that. Yeah. And as you see, a lot of our successful students, they're able to be successful because they have experienced extreme fields, 1, 2, 3 times. 2 to 3 times, if you know what you're doing, you know what kind of to buy, life is very, very easy for you. So sit tight and just wait for things to happen. Things happen all the time. World War I happened, World War II happened. Things happen all the time. We have been in the market for a long time. Crazy things always happen out from nowhere. So well done. That's it for now. Hope you learned something new. Cool. See you very soon. We have Abu, we have Ajay, we have Irma, we have Anna, we have Ami, we have Bavika, we have Bupen, yes, we have B, we have Bobby, we have Chi, we have Shihang. You're doing so well with Claire, long time. D Dom, send me a text. Javi, you're doing so well, Javi. Send me a text as well. We have Jay, we have Leo. Congratulations, Leo. We have Mario, we have Mel, we have Michael, we have Mohammed, we have Neil, we have Najai, we have Paul. Sam Stan, well done. We have Suki, Susan, Teo. Let's see if you guys get accepted. Well done. If anything, let me know, but I'll speak to you very soon. You're welcome, Christian. See you. Good night. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome, Liu. And we have Javi, we have Pooh Panda. Awesome. Really, really awesome. So what I'm gonna do now, I am going to film it. Students, send me your screenshots. Awesome. Poo poo.